is Carlos Jonathan Sosa, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how we connect trailers using a dolly. So when we're on the yard or anywhere, we always want to make sure we're wearing our high visibility vest, just to make sure that we're seen. It's always a good thing to wear them. And what we're going to be doing is you always got to do your pre-trip inspection, so you make sure all your fluids are good, there's no leaks, your shocks are all good. You know, the basic pre-trip inspection before you start the truck, and we're going to go fire her up. Alright, so right now what we're doing is we're trying to find a good dolly, and you really want to take your time with trying to find a good dolly because you're going to be using it, and in my experience it's worth trying to find a good one, trying to spend your time looking for a good one than trying to just find some random one. So we're going to find a good one, and I'm going to show you what to look for when trying to find a good dolly. Alright, so when checking for a good dolly, the only things you really want to check for are good tires. Make sure all your seals are on your air lines. Make sure your chains are all good. So you know, just release your brake. Make sure this is released, and never put your hand right here. If you got a partner with you, make sure he helps you or her, and grab from the side. Lift it up. Okay. Make sure your chains are connected, hooked up, and make sure you're not dragging any lines. And let's go get some trailers. And when moving around the yard, just make sure you stop at all stop signs. Make sure you're going slow. Be courteous because there's other trucks. You got the yard dogs moving around. You got drivers walking. And you want to take account of your dolly. And you know, just be careful and be courteous. All right. So now, when you're trying to maneuver your dolly and back it up, just make sure you go slow and be careful. And remember, you always want to have your dolly connected to the trailer that you're going to use second, because the trailer on the back is always going to be your lightest trailer, and your trailer on the front is going to be your heaviest. And just make sure to look over the paperwork, and just so you'll be safe. Alright, so you want to leave your dolly kind of right here. That way you can see, you can lower it or raise it or whatever. You just want to make sure that when the time comes to back up your dolly underneath your pump, you want to make sure that it's low enough to where it lifts it up, so everything connects nice and low. So we're going to drop our trailer, our dolly, sorry. Lower a trailer. Alright, this should be good. And notice how now it's like perfectly underneath, so when it's time to back it up, it's going to slide right under it good. Alright, so when you're connecting your first trailer, get back underneath it and make sure you got it at a good level. So either raise it up or lower it. So in this case, we're going to raise it up a little bit. Possible. Alright, so you want to have a good system when you're connecting your trailer. So I always start from front to back. So basically, my air line, my electrical line's connected. gonna go ahead and release my trailer brake just to make sure there's no leak. Alright, there's no leak, so we're good. And one of the things you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure you get underneath your truck. Just make sure everything's good and nobody's gonna move your truck while you're doing this. And make sure you got a flashlight with you at all times. And what you're gonna do is just go underneath and make sure that your locking pins are securely around your kingpin shaft. So we're gonna go underneath. Alright, so we're gonna go under here. As you see, we are good to go. Alright, so we're gonna raise the hand here first. So you want to check front to back, so we're gonna make sure there's no gap between the trailer and the fifth wheel. Make sure all your lights are working. Make sure the tires are good, you don't got any leaks anywhere. And if you got a loaded trailer, make sure your seal's good. Make sure your airline's back there